The investigation into suspended Fort Hood OBGYN Major Blaine McGraw continues, while the case has caught the attention of lawmakers in both Texas and Hawaii.
Attorneys representing former patients are calling on Texas congressional leaders to take action in this case. 6 News reporter Juliana Jackson has the latest update. Juliana.
Lindsay and Bailey, national trial law is pushing for an independent investigation into what they're calling systematic failures within the Army. They sent a letter to Texas senators and representatives asking for an investigation by the Department of Defense Inspector General into the Army, McGraw, and the former patients' allegations while protecting the women at hand. National Trial Law sent a letter to the Texas congressional delegation asking them to request a Department of Defense Inspector General investigation into the ongoing case of sexual misconduct from former Fort Hood OBGYN Blaine McGraw.
Army cannot investigate itself. The fox cannot guard the hen house here. We have seen that the Army in past instances of sexual violence have failed miserably.
Attorney Jamal Alsifer, who now represents more than a dozen alleged victims from both Fort Hood and Hawaii, says the Army must also be investigated for its failure to supervise and prevent these alleged violations.
Dr. McGraw now has done this at least over 2 different duty stations that we know, Hawaii and Texas.
The letter outlines 7 specific questions for military leadership. Among them, the letter asks, will the DOD investigate the chain of command's role in addressing patient complaints? Has the Army notified the Texas Medical Board of McGraw's suspension? And will the department investigate any medical providers who supervise McGraw or may have had knowledge of the alleged misconduct?
We need to flip it from avoiding responsibility and blaming the victim and instead protecting the military women in our armed services.
This comes as Hawaii's congressional delegation has sent their own letter to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and the DOD. The DOD Inspector General's office tells 6 News it's received the Hawaii letter and is reviewing it. The Pentagon says it will respond directly to Congress.
Promise them that our firm will follow up and keep the pressure on continuously until it's done.
Right now, McGraw is in custody at the Bell County Jail after Fort Hood officials say he violated conditions of his liberty put in place by his commander, and we will make sure to stay up to date on this case.
Juliana, thank you.